Hey y'all, I got Cyber Sue. This is like the third different Sue to come out last year, I guess. Um, I did a review of Hazy Day Sue, the only hazy IPA version of like new Sue, and this one I guess is West Coast. They don't even say it on the can, which is interesting. Or do they say it in the description? No, but it is a somewhat clear beer. It is 7.2%. This is pretty fresh, canned 12:30. It is now 116, and it's got Citra, Mosaic, and Simcoe hops. To me, that's the holy trinity of American modern IPA hops. So let's get into it. I guess I got a West Coast double IPA from them recently. That wasn't bad. But the Hasty Day Sue was just not as good as all the regular Sue variants. And then I think there's a Summer Sue that's just like a wheat beer. It's not even hoppy, so they're just kind of capitalizing on just the Sue and the dinosaur on the label. They probably realize that it sells better than when you can put anything in there. That's what lots of breweries do. Even if it has little to do with the original beer. So that's not filtered looking, but definitely not what you'd really call a true hazy or New England style IPA. If something says it's a hazy IPA and it looks like this, complain. So there you are. And the head is just not ever really good from Toppling Goliath IPAs anymore. And you'd think maybe that the clear one would have a better head. Sometimes I feel like the haze can mess with that. But already very wispy and dying down. How does it smell? Not bad. It's not a huge aroma. Mosaic is coming out a little bit. Not popping hugely, but I'm getting like berry peach notes. It smells pretty good. It smells quite clean. Doesn't smell boozy for 7.2. Actually, it smells good. It's big on the berry notes, like sort of mixed berries, mostly sort of darkish, maybe not strawberry, and then peach. And definitely a tropical thing. I don't know if I could say peach more than pineapple. Probably more peach. It smells pretty good, actually. Oh, not bad. And then in the flavor, there's a little bit more of a hit of bitterness and pine that you don't really get from the Sue series. Not bad. It's not explosively flavorful, but it is definitely quite flavorful. But if you buy this and it's, right now I'm drinking it and it's less than 3 weeks old, so that's super fresh. But if it sits on a shelf for 2 months, probably this one's going to be a lackluster beer. But definitely, they use a different yeast strain, and this has like a immediate drying out of the palate, bitterness, a sort of spicy bite to it. It's not too harsh, but some of the classic West Coast IPAs can do that, but then have a really soft feel and not this like bubbly bite. AleSmith, fantastic beer. That's shipped all over the country. If you ever see fresh AleSmith, buy it. It's seems like it's rare to find it fresh around here, and it's fantastic. I bet it's still even good when it's 3 months old, as long as it's refrigerated. And it's cheaper than this one. This was $15 a 6-pack. But yeah, immediately there's this drying out, this resinous quality coating your tongue. It's kind of cool. That's not really what Toppling Goliath does. And it lingers with some nice flavors. But it's similarly like, what did I say? The berry flavors and the peach. But now it's getting more sort of grapefruit bitterness. But still I'm tasting those sort of sweet stone fruit berry things happening. They say mango, pineapple, fresh tangerine, mango, pineapple. Yeah, I feel like I'm safer just saying stone fruit. Stone fruit kind of covers peach and mango. They're both some of my favorite fruits in the world of all time. But it does have those some kind of stone fruit tropical element that sticks around. Like it's still when I finish drinking it, it doesn't dry out totally. There's a little bit of the sweetness carrying those nice fruity flavors that are pretty bright, but it has a definite resinous bite. I don't know if it's all. It's a lot of people probably call it pine, which Simcoe can definitely bring some of that. But it's not bad. I mean, the only thing that I think they could really improve is the head and the feel. It's not silky. It's a little bit coarse, um, but quite bitter. Yeah, the bitterness is building up. Interesting. But I like the flavors. It's clean, bright. It's just Toppling Goliath. They got I don't know. I guess they don't. They're happy enough with their sales and the flavors that they just don't care about head and feel very much these days. But that's what would kind of make them a really great brewery to me. They're pumping out a lot of pretty decent IPAs, but just a little harsh on the palate. Even if I ignore the resinous bitterness, which is kind of supposed to be in here. Excuse me. That's something that I complain about all the time in so many beers, where it's just like, if you just give me great flavor and aroma, that's not all there is to it. It's like if you're eating some food and it smells great, there's a great flavor, but it falls apart when you're eating it and the texture is all wrong and like you can't, and like it's thinking about every single aspect of something, you know. And with beer, you're just drinking it, you're not eating it, so it's a little less complicated. But making the mouth feel, and the whole experience really great is what makes you like a top tier brewer. But it's worth it if you want a decent West Coast style beer that is increasingly hard to find, especially fresh in New England. So how about a 4? Bye.